Oh my god. Hedgehog 8000 and I'm back with Dead by Day. I wanted to explain something while I'm getting into this that really bad. For some reason I had a weird and very bad nightmare last night. Like it changed a little bit. And I can't really remember what I was doing yesterday that much. But it was really bad. Oh my god. Death is not an escape, but what happened in this nightmare, this game would ever load up, I can do it while explaining to you guys, because I want to try and get my mind off of it, but I want to explain to all you that when you're dreaming, and you tend to think about stuff that you sometimes that you normally wouldn't think about. Like I've heard that some people can control their dreams. Usually a lot of children. There's very few children actually that have control over their dreams because it's all happy. And um, dreams seem to change for children than it is for adults, because before I get into the nightmare, when a child is dreaming, their dream is, how do you say, more lifelike. Like you see many colors. It's almost as if it was real. Like it was almost as if it was real. There's so many colors. There's so many things that will help you in the dream. And it gives you a lot to think about. Like as a child, what did I do? As a child, because some people can't remember what they did as a child. And I can understand that. So basically, I've noticed this, that when I was a child, like really young, I had this dream where basically I was in my own neighborhood, and this dream felt like I was actually there. I felt like I was actually there because I could feel myself actually walking. And this dream has actually happened twice to me, each with a different type of nightmare here, but that's not the one that I had recently. What I had back then was that I was in my own neighborhood. It was about maybe 5 o'clock at night. I can't fully remember, but and I was somehow outside my house, and everything seemed good, except the fact that there was no one else around. Like no one else whatsoever. It was just so weird. There's nobody else around, so I started looking around. And it was like near dusk, so of course I felt kind of weird just standing there, being there, because I'm like, okay, what am I doing? So I was like standing out there, and I was looking around for people. Now, I was a child at this time, so well, I didn't really didn't really get stuff as a child that much. I didn't know. I just want to have fun as a child. I just wanted to, be ha ha funny. I wanted to be ha ha happy as well. And that's what made me be really happy. What happened to me was that on the corner. My house is like on a corner, so I just found this like weird bear. It was a black bear. It was just sitting there minding its own business. I didn't know it at the time, but there was like splats of blood near it. And so I was an idiot back then when I was a kid, so I actually started making these bear noises, going like grr, grr roar. Or they weren't really like professional, like some people can. But then the bear turned to me, and its face was just mutilated. Like it looked like a zombie bear. It was just so horrible. It 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 kind of gave out a growl and then it roared. Or the bear turned and it got up and started walking on all fours. And then it started coming at me. Granted, I thought that it was like going to be really fast since I've never seen a bear in real life. So I was basically scared out of my mind. I was basically just so scared out of my mind that it wasn't even funny. Oh my god. Before I know it, the bear is almost like right on top of me, so I had to start running. But I couldn't seem to run that fast. It seemed to catch up with me. It was like the most horrible thing that could have ever happened to me. I heard a generator down here. So yeah, I was just so scared out of my mind. I just couldn't do anything. It was as if I was just paralyzed in fear. The nightmare ended. But I don't know. The nightmare was just so bad. I couldn't. But the funny part of this is that as a child, I was basically an idiot, and I didn't realize that I could talk. I don't know if I could. I was like, oh my god, I can talk. So, yeah, that's basically how that ended. Never knew if I really. It was just really, really. To me, it was kind of disgusting. Because I really didn't want to think about it ever again. It was just so bad. Oh my god. So then the second time this happened to me, actually not too, maybe when I was like about 5 at the time when the first nightmare started. Second nightmare happened when I was 6. And I was in the same setting, but I was just learning about the different animals. Well, besides bears and stuff like that. So this time I literally saw a mutilated crocodile, except it didn't look as like a zombie. it looked kind of like it was how do I say this? It kind of looked like it was it just, oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. It just looked like it was just all bloody, and there was blood everywhere. I tried running to my neighbor's house. There was nobody there. Not anyone. There was no one there. No one was there to help me, and I tried running in zigzags. It was still getting closer. Its jaws were just like snapping up and down. All of a sudden, I found myself at my next door neighbor's house. I tried knocking on the door. Nobody answered. No one answered whatsoever. No one would answer, actually. Not very surprising, though, since, you know, it's supposed to be a nightmare, but it was just so bad because I was, like, really, truly frightened. Like, I couldn't stand the amount of fear, and I was, like, it got to the point where I asked my parents to sleep in their bed with them, and eventually they knew that I couldn't really sleep upstairs. So for a lot of my life, like not like right now, but for a lot of it, I just had to sleep I had to sleep downstairs, not upstairs. His siblings couldn't help. It was just so bad. So I've actually had a lot of these nightmares, but none of them were as bad as the one that I had. I'm sorry, it was just so when I woke up the next day, and I was like in class, this was like maybe like first, second grade, I actually started daydreaming. And I had the same exact nightmare, and it was just so bad that it actually felt like the alligator, crocodile, whatever, was just in the school already. So I was literally like, oh my god, why? It was just that bad. I couldn't stand it. I mean, like, I tried my best to forget about it. It just wouldn't. And the alligator was right there, and I screamed when I was in class, and everyone just, like, looked at me. And for a while when I was a child, I thought that those things actually happened to me, and I somehow survived. But it must have just been a dream, because there's no way that a bear would have gotten loose when I was a kid, especially in an urban or in a rural area. There aren't any forests near where I live, or anything. There aren't any. There isn't anything like that near where I live. And so I was pretty. I just hated that fact that nobody would believe me for a long time, and I didn't know what. I didn't know what really happened. literally didn't know what happened, and it scared me. It literally scared me half to death. Oh my god. Like, another nightmare that happened to me was that, okay, so when people start going to a deep sleep, they start to think that some things are actually real. I was maybe about, I don't know, maybe like 7 or something at the time. I don't know. I don't really. I really just don't. Jesus Christ, I just don't know. But as I was saying, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. I'm trying to tell something. I'm trying to tell a story while trying to play this game. I don't know why I'm playing this game. And I just felt like it was necessary. So I was maybe 11, or I'll tell you the one that happened when I was 7. So when I was 7, and I had a horrible nightmare that I was just in. I didn't really know that many places outside of my home. I really didn't. It was just so bad. But so I was basically in my own backyard playing with my dog in the stream. Yes, there was actually someone there that was trying, or something that was there that wasn't trying to kill me. So my dog and I were just playing in my backyard. Alright, I didn't have the current dog I have now, which is Roxy. But I had a dog named Trisha back then. She and I were just playing in the yard. It was just me and her, and we were just having fun. I was playing fetch with her. She would carry me on her back and stuff like that. And Trisha to me was a pretty big dog because I wasn't really that tall when I was 7, and as I am now, I'm like 6'1". But when I was playing with Trisha, all of a sudden the sky literally turned red. Sky literally turned red on me. And I don't know why it happened. The sky turned red, and it didn't start raining like red blood or anything. It actually started raining in human heads. It was raining human heads. And these were just like, all these faces were like blank. They were all different skin colors and stuff like that. And I just remember seeing all the faces, all the blank faces. And I had thought that I was going to die. I was like hyperventilating and stuff like that. And I literally, I couldn't focus for a very long time on what I was doing. It was so bad. it was just, I felt like I wasn't in control. I felt like I wasn't in control anymore. Alright, yeah. Yes. Trying to live stream. Trying to, if you want to listen to a story I have.
I'll be back, I guess.
Okay, so as I was basically trying to figure out what these heads meant, my dog kind of stared at me. My dog just stared at me. And the weird thing is that my dog actually started speaking to me. And my dog's eyes were just like pitch black. And my dog usually, yeah, had pretty light brown eyes. Almost like, I don't know, but it was just really bad. I couldn't handle it at the time. I just wanted this nightmare to stop. And yet I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything about it. It was just, it kind of traumatized me for a while. So when I was like in second grade, I couldn't stand the fact that I kept having these nightmares. I couldn't stand that fact. I literally couldn't stand the fact that that kept happening to me. I felt lost, I felt confused. And ever since that nightmare, I got over it eventually. Yes, but I just could not keep my mind off of it during the second grade. For most second grade, I couldn't get my mind off of it. It just eluded me. Like, I could not, it just kept, I don't know how to word it. It kept making me want to just run home. I didn't want to go out. And for a lot of my life, I didn't really go out. My parents kept pushing me to go out all the time. Back then. Yes, I had video games that I usually just watch TV, watch kids shows, those that wouldn't scare me. I mean, yes, I was into anime at a very young age. Yeah. I may have been at a very young age, but oh my god, I couldn't stand the fact that I couldn't get over this eluding nightmare. I know I've said this many times, it's just that recalling it's is a little bit hard for me. Yeah, like, I can talk about it now, and it's not like I'm gonna have another nightmare. But I kept having. All right, I'm just gonna get out this one because this one is just when heads were raining with blood. I just want to finish it. If they kept screaming, bad luck, and I can just remember those in my head almost all the time, and I'm like, oh my god, what does this mean? And I thought that they were like talking about me. I thought that they were just making fun of me or something. And so I started to instead of getting scared at first, I got pissed off, and I just saying shut up and stuff like that. Yeah, and like literally, I just could not stop that fact that I just kept saying shut up to the heads. But it's, you know what really got me though? What really got me? The fact that really got me and that I really hated is that afterwards, after I started screaming shut up, a mysterious dark figure, I couldn't really describe it. It looked kind of human and kind of not. It was like giant, like maybe, to me it looked like it was like about 10 maybe 10 feet tall. I can't find anyone. I was trying to. I was trying to remember another nightmare that I've had. Ah, yes. So it was only like one time that this happened, but I was about 11 in this time, and this time I was just floating on the beach. Well, not on the beach, in the water on the beach. I was at the beach, and one of my siblings were there. It was really weird. You know, because my whole family was there, we were having fun, and in the sun. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember. But this one actually, I think, scared me the most. And you know how they say that you can become your worst enemy? Well, I didn't think that really applied back then. And I just thought, oh yay, I'm me, I love me. But since I was on the beach in this dream, and at this time I had my current dog Roxy, whom I love taking pictures of. I don't know why. as I was basically going towards as I was basically reaching the state of puberty, I didn't really think much about girls that much. I really didn't think about girls that much. Why I didn't think about them? I don't know. Oh my god. I just feel like I feel like at the time I don't want to recall this one. This one scared me the most. But okay, so as I was on the beach, I saw somebody. He was wearing kind of like a cloak, but he looked exactly like me. Except his eyes were pitch black. Heck. He had like half of a mask on him, kind of like, I don't know, like a masquerade mask. It wasn't just any masquerade mask. It was actually something that was really, 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 I don't know how to really describe it, but it just eludes me. Alright, so as I was saying, this person knew what I was. This person looked exactly like me. He just kept. I don't know what to say. He just stared at me. He just stared at me, and I don't know why. But he started walking closer, and he kind of. He was kind of. He started speaking. If anyone's seen the movie Harry Potter, he basically parses his tongue as a type of language that they created, I think, or it's real. I don't know. Oh, but this version of me, he kind of he was like pure evil, and his cloak that he had on, and it just seemed so mysterious because I didn't know what it meant. And then I saw that he didn't have hands. He just had these razor sharp claws. So I tried to back up from him. When I tried backing up from him, and I saw another one of him behind me, and I was trying to look for my family. Apparently, my family was gone, was replaced by these versions of them that were also looking very evil. And I saw that evil version of me had a knife in his hand and he had a machete. The version that was behind me, he just and it just had this, I don't know, like a chainsaw and a chain. And so I felt like I was being suffocated and killed brutally during my dream. And all the stabbing, these wounds, this choking. And my family members, I called out to them for help. I tried calling out to them for help, and they just laughed. They just all laughed. Then I woke up once again, and I was on the sofa. My dog was like, it turned out that my dog was on top of me sleeping. And my dog likes doing that sometimes. It was just really bad. I don't know what was going on. I went to go check on my family, and back then, I wasn't really the type of person to, when I turned like maybe 8 or 9, since I went to a private school, they teach you to be quiet a lot, as you know. They teach you to be very quiet. And I hated that fact very much. I really, really hated that fact. All these damn factors that limited me from actually going outside. But I've always tried to call out to people, but I wanted to so badly, but I just really couldn't do it. I was just one of the kids who just couldn't. And since I went to a private school, they kind of took away my my ability to communicate with people for a long while. As soon as I graduated, because I still kept having these nightmares and I couldn't know why. In time, I started becoming like actually really depressed, as I kind of became that kid again who became that gamer, or who just like stayed inside. I just always stayed inside and never really talked to very many people. Oh my God. I don't know. But the recent nightmare I have, it actually had to do with it was kind of it was kind of a murder mystery in a way. But I always there's always this one factor that stopped me. That's gonna stop me from fully explaining this, but I really don't. It just felt so scary to me that I just could not take it. I could not take it, and I literally was up like about half the night. I wasn't playing video games or anything, I just stayed. I just stayed there in my bed, just awake. Didn't go on my tablet, didn't use my phone. Nothing like that. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm just really reluctant to tell this. Alright, but here it goes. So, I always love those murder mysteries that everyone loves. And I always love them. I'm getting off focus, but I always love those murder mysteries in which there's always a detective and stuff, and the killer always gets found. Well, this time it didn't. When I make stories, I usually love to base them off of things that happen to me in real life. Right, and this one didn't. It happened in a dream. That's why I'm telling this. But as you know, that a lot of people, for a fact, always just love, imagining what it would be like to be in their favorite, I don't know, cartoon or TV show. It is something that you don't want to have, actually, because yes, and I know I say the word actually a lot, but that's not the point. It was so I was basically with all my friends, and so we were all invited to a dinner party. It was a Halloween dinner party, so we all had to come in costume as well. Oh my god. And so, as the night started progressing, Probably they're gonna go for the other exit now. So when I was at this dinner party, I decided to dress up as, instead of going as like an anime character, which I usually would do. Oh my god. So as dinner party went on, we were we were at we were asked by the host guest, who was actually one of my uncles, was, do you actually believe in Halloween? Do you actually believe in it? I said, yeah, I believe in Halloween, because I just want the candy mostly. I mostly just, again, want just candy. Why else would I believe in Halloween? He said to me, that I should start believing in Halloween. I asked him, why should I do that? Yeah, there's nothing to be afraid of. I was wrong. I was very, very, very wrong. Oh my god. I'm sorry. When we were shown to all of us were shown to our rooms after dinner. Yeah, I decided that, I'm just gonna stay up, just maybe read a book or something. I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have. I should have known that this was a dream. I should have just been. I should have just been. Should have just said, you know what? I should just go. I just should have known that I was dreaming. I should have known that, hey, I need to wake up. But I didn't do that. Instead, I just stayed there and I acted like a fool. So, when I went to go check on one of my other friends, and they opened their door, but what I saw there wasn't my friend. It was just like this abomination that was created from hell. Hell, just saying, feed me, feed me. And it just grabbed me, and I was like, oh my god, oh crap, and I tried to get it away from me. Instead, what I did It said what happened, and of me getting it off of me. It just basically, he made it. It made it start screaming as like a banshee. So this thing was no banshee. This thing had no eyes. This thing's mouth was like wide open, and you could see like about maybe 3 or 4 sets of teeth. I don't know. Just screaming at me. It was just so screaming at me so badly, and I just couldn't stand it. So then I just started I finally got it off of me, and I started running down the hallway. The hallway seemed endless. The hallway just seemed endless. I couldn't do anything. Nothing whatsoever. Because that thing kept coming closer. I banged on one of my other friends' rooms, and they opened up. They said, "What's wrong?" As soon as I was telling them what happened, and I blinked. I blinked for only a second, and their eyes were just gone as well. And I said, "Why don't you come and we'll sit down and talk about it?" And I immediately just kept running down the hall. There were so many doors. When I was coming up the hallway, there wasn't as many doors, but the doors seemed endless. I just couldn't stand it. I don't know. Maybe it was just maybe because I've had some stress to deal with. Oh my god. Oh my god. So as I was running down the hall, I finally saw my uncle down there. I said, "Hey, man, what's happening?" And he kept saying, "Hey, you used to believe in Halloween as a child. Old, but now you don't. It seems like you've forgotten what it's like to fear." So I was just so terrified out of my mind. I was so terrified out of my mind because then my uncle started morphing into this abomination that I just god. And he turned. Jesus Christ. Finally. This giant monster, I'm just thinking, oh my god, why? I woke up, I was scared, and I didn't know what to think of it. I was just so scared out of my mind that I was actually crying. I guess it's gonna be the end of story time. Cause I hate recalling that. It was stupid. It was stupid not believing in Halloween. Just for that. Just for that. Just for not believing in Halloween. You know how stupid that sounds? So yeah, that's my stories. You're welcome. Oh my god. No, don't worry, I'm not gonna do any more story time. I'm just gonna play the game right now. Jesus Christ, this guy. There we go. No one escaped. Merciless killer. Trophy earned a grand sacrifice. I'm going to leave. I'm not going to upgrade anything. It seems kind of useless. Yeah, I'm not going to spend anything. I'm gonna earn a lot before I start spending. I just remembered what I said yesterday, that I wasn't going to create a Dead by Daylight party ever again. Well, this is going to suck for me. There truly is some higher power out there. Please, don't let anyone who's going to be a total dickbag join this party. Ouch. I need to get comfortable, but I can't. Because I'm in my own home. Actually, that shouldn't make sense. Yet it is. Okay, I hope these guys don't try and troll me like they did the last time. That's what got them all killed. Alright, first let's circle around the edges. Listen for anything. Your first buddy. What? Yeah, you thought I was going to be stupid. You keep juking me. As kids like to call it these days. What happened to the word dodge? Seriously, what happened? What is up with all of these new words? Oh yeah, as long as they don't get help, they can't get up. Oh god. Ah. I don't get why you're so sadistic. Okay, that was... I think that that one's too far away for me. Is it? Probably. What the hell was that? Hmm. I know that you can't... They could probably escape me, I'll give them that. Hey, no, they're not gonna be working on that generator. No. Hey, what's up? Okay. You know, now that... You know, I really do hate that dreams... Some people will... There's no... To me, there's no such thing as a psychic. Of course, there's not gonna be anything in there. Are they just trolling me now? Jesus Christ. Not once. What is up with all these people and wanting to... Just shut up, please. Oh no! quitter bonus. Oh, somebody did quit. Hmm. No, I'm gonna start spending. So why am I upgrading this killer? Level 6. Alright, time to start. I'm actually gonna start upgrading more killers. Oh god.
Alright, got it. I got it.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to leave the live stream here for now. Well, viewers, hope that you find this entertaining, and I hope that you leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to hear more of my stories, things that I have to share, then by all means, just ask.